one.
I know it's a complex situation.
I'll just keep trying my best. I'm praying for you.
But are you going through something? You know, that's why they used to say, "Oh, are you sure you're
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Your friend.
you're."
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. It's your girl ST Unscripted, and I'm here again, the bestie of life. Anyway, you know how it goes. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we're here to bring you good content this morning. Woo!
Anywho, guys, today we're gonna be doing stranger diaries. So basically, I'll read stories of people online, and then I'll come tell you what I think, like my own 2 cents here and there. If it makes sense, if it not make sense, but at the end of the day, I'm a very sensible girl. Okay, if I do say so myself. And again, they say 2 heads are better than one. So instead of 1 head, I brought 2 heads. As in, I head and my head, 2 heads, Amen. So today we're going to be reading, obviously it's going to be about friendship, because like I said in our last video together, we've been friends for
About 7 years.
yeah, it's gonna be 7 years in October. Yeah, so I've gone to look for like some really juicy friendship stories online. Obviously, we're trying to make this video as short as possible. So I'm going to read the story and then you let me know what you think.
Okay.
Or like what the person should do.
Guys, don't judge me. It's my opinion. No disclaimer.
Disclaimer. So this person is asking for advice. The person said, I met this incredible girl who was not only strikingly pretty, but also smart and a blast to hang out with. Who does that remind you of?
You just like to blow your own trumpet.
You know, she was not only strikingly pretty, also smart. A blast to hang out with.
I agree. My friend is like that.
Salt pepper. Beautiful, cool. I need to be serious. We quickly became friends along with some other folk who moved into the college early, the days of friends, blah, 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 blah. So the person said everything was going perfectly fine until she started sharing details about her high school boyfriend. That's the person who she didn't seem too invested in. And that's when things started to like get complicated. She confided in this person, seeking advice about what to do with the relationship. And the person honestly believed that she should break up with him, given her apparent lack of interest. But her response also caught the person off guard. So first off, would you advise your friend to like break up with someone if they have like no interest in the person?
Yeah, like there's no point stringing the person on. If you're not interested in the person, just break up with them. Like, especially when you know that there's no chance.
Okay, yeah, true, I agree. And then she said instead of following her advice, or instead of following the person's advice, the friend decided to sleep with another guy to have a valid reason to end things.
How is that valid though?
So like not everyone would stay back when you cheat. So she needed like a reason to like break up with the person. So she slept with someone else. So basically like cheated.
Yeah, so not being interested in somebody is not enough reason to break up.
According to the person.
Oh, that's just... Anyway, we don't judge people here.
No, we listen.
And we don't judge.
And then that choice led to like a series of unhealthy encounters with guys who seemed to only be interested in her physically. And some even had the audacity to call themselves Christians.
Oh.
Then she started down a path of drinking, partying, and seemed to be slowly drifting away from the person they first met.
Yeah.
And then the person said, now every time I hang out with her, things feel different and weird. I've tried my best to offer advice, but it's like hitting a wall. I can't seem to change her lifestyle or the choices she's making. It's not entirely her fault, and it's not mine either. I'm at a crossroad. I don't know what to do. Should I end the friendship, or should I sit down and have a heartfelt conversation with her? I know it's a complex situation, and I'm looking for some guidance here. What would you do if you're in my shoes?
What would I do?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a mess. The first decision that she made to go and sleep with somebody, I don't think it's valid to sleep with somebody to break up with somebody. Like,
No.
what's that? If you want to break up with the person, tell the person, oh, I'm not interested in you. And the person keeps like trying. You said what you said, and you give the person space or something. I don't think a friend should break up the friendship, because this is a time when she needs her friend. You're the one that is speaking sense into her head, I think.
But she's not listening though.
And she said, oh, she should have an outfelt discussion with her. She should have the outfelt. As long as whatever she's doing is not affecting you as the friend.
Really?
If it starts to rub off on you, then I think you should give her space.
But you people are one though. Kind
One.
of. No. Not one, but
I don't
like they say,
understand.
show me your friend and I'll tell you you are. Do you get what I mean?
I agree. They will not be as close as they used to, but I don't think she should entirely break up the friendship. No.
So you wouldn't break up the friendship?
No. I'll just keep trying my best. I'm praying for you. Holy Spirit will help you.
Yeah, challenge.
Do you get? Yeah, but what do you think?
To be honest, I feel like there's only so much you can do for someone.
True.
And if you've advised someone countlessly and the person is still like doing what they want to do. Last night I was telling you, ọmọdé má pa mí, ọmọdé má pa mí. Tó bá di. Hold on. Ọmọdé má pa mí, ọmọdé má pa mí. Tó bá yá, ó máa di.
Ọmọdé má parẹ́.
Ọmọdé má parẹ́.
Don't kill yourself.
Ọmọdé má parẹ́. Sọ pé for
Or
her.
maybe she could even talk to somebody that she listens to.
Exactly, yeah, you can talk, but then again, it looks like you're
reporting her.
Yeah, or you're
But
like.
she said she's
her.
going down a drain of self-destruction before she go and self-destruct.
As a friend, you people are one, not one in like the sense of husband and wife type one.
Yeah.
But like whatever the person does would rub off on you anyway. Do you get what I mean? Like if someone was to know that we're friends, if they see you do, it's just like if you don't hear from me, you reach out to like Tolu or someone.
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
get what I mean?
yeah.
So imagine if someone was to catch me doing something terrible, they reach out to someone that they know. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. The rub off I was even saying is not even in that way. It's in a way of like, sometimes there are some people that just influence you.
Yeah.
Sometimes because you're so close, you tend to like do what the person is doing.
Oh yeah.
So as long as you're not
influenced.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
Yeah.
But I feel like just sit down.
Yeah,
so that
true.
means they've not sat to have any hard conversation.
Exactly.
So how is he or she now advising the friend?
Maybe it's just you better be careful, all those guys. It's not like serious conversation. Like,
but I'll say I think that's what I'll do then. Then sit with the person, have a heartfelt conversation, but also tell you that if you decide not to change, then I have to end the friendship because I can't remain associated with you.
Fair.
And let's now see if you value the friendship enough, then you might. But then again, the person is probably not in their right sense, in their right point.
That's why I'm like, I don't think if you tell someone that she listens to is reporting the person.
I think it depends, to be honest. Because who does she listen to? What if it's like her parents? How do you tell her parents she's sleeping around?
You not tell them exactly what she's doing.
So what would you now say?
Maybe not sleeping around, so true. Her parents they be far.
Yeah.
Or maybe a sibling.
Okay, cool. Someone said none of her friends reach her expectations and don't give the energy that she gives to them. That she knows she cannot expect people to behave how she does, but she's really frustrated. Whether it's them not replying the messages or just talking about themselves. Sometimes she feels like she's a shoulder to cry on for many people, but she doesn't feel near as comfortable to cry on their shoulder due to their lack of interest in her. And then she says, I have established I'm a listener, but would like to be heard sometimes first. Not that I'm not okay, but they really wouldn't know if I wasn't. Maybe I just haven't found my people yet. There are times I feel closer to some, but as of recent, I feel as if they all have no time for me. Oh my gosh, English is hard. I don't think they get me. I found out some pretty bad news recently about a family member, but have told no friends as I really don't think they would care or know how to react. I assume that most of them would relate it back to themselves and just disregard me. What would you advise?
Oh, that's actually sad. But I think that there was something that someone said to me. Said there's expectation in friendship. So
there is.
Yeah.
Like you should have expectations in friendship.
Not like you should have expectations, but if you are my friend, there are certain things that are expected of you as my friend. I know, but think about it. If you're my friend, you should be able to come through for me. Not because I expect you to, but it's a friendship. Like, so why are we friends? But then again, I also think that you should not expect people to give the same energy that you give. Don't just expect, because human beings are. Don't expect people to give the same energy that you give. When you are doing something, don't expect the same energy back. Number one, there are different types of people.
Yeah.
Like, she is a listener. Some people are talkers.
Yeah.
But then again, there should be a balance.
Yeah.
And if you think your friends are not hearing you, talk to them. Let them know, oh, I feel like you guys are not hearing me. But then again, it depends on the type of friendship that you guys have. Like,
exactly.
If you're not hearing me now, I can say, guy, I actually want to say something serious. And then even if you're not being serious at that point, you would like adjust. So it depends on the types of type of friendship that you guys have as well.
I feel like the last line was what I saw that was just like, oh my god.
What's the last line?
So she was like, I assume that most of them will relate it back to themselves and just disregard me. And I think all of us are guilty of this. Like someone would tell you a story, like, oh my gosh, I'm going through da 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 da, and then you'd be like, oh, when it was my turn, like yesterday now, somebody, and you just completely deviate from what the person is saying. I feel like when I read it, I was like, oh my goodness, I know I'm therefore guilty of this. Like sometimes when someone is telling me something, instead of me to like, because you're trying to like cook up advice for the person, but most of the time they don't even need your advice. They just want to like to be heard.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
That's
Like
true.
I said, they want you to be heard. They just want to be heard.
Yeah.
Do you get?
That's true.
But I just feel like everyone, all of us, be like, oh my gosh, I remember a situation that I had with this guy.
That's
but
true.
maybe that's you trying to advise the person from how you dealt with the siege.
Or to like say, oh, I can relate to how you're feeling.
Exactly. But why do you need to relate?
Yeah, true.
Do you get what I mean?
That's true.
And again, I just feel like the person is surrounded in the midst of wrong people.
Yeah, she needs to analyze the friendship.
Happen.
But I think
And
she
it's
should
not one
talk to
person.
them at first. Like, first have a conversation with them. Because there's so many things that conversation solves. I've come to realize it that sometimes how you're thinking, person thinks that, oh, you're a listener. They don't think that you want to talk. They're just like, oh, this person likes to listen. Come and dump all their problems on you.
Or maybe when you're talking. But then she's saying she feels as if they all have no time for her. So it's not one person. It's like the whole of the friendship group. Nobody has time for you.
But
Did you do something?
And she tried to like say, because she said that something happened and she didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, but that's at the end. But she was saying that she what's it called? She makes herself available for like people to cry on, blah blah blah. But when she needs someone, there's no one
There's
there.
nobody there.
I know how that can feel, Sha,
Yeah,
because
same.
if you're someone that comes through for people and then you really, really need someone and then no one comes through for you, I know how hurtful it can be.
Yeah.
And that's why when you said friendship has expectations, I'm like, oh, me, I try to reduce expectations to the barest minimum because I've been hurt quite a number of times. Plenty of people hurt me, right?
Who hurts you?
They hurt me. But yeah, I just feel like when you reduce expectations, it helps kind of. And like you said, when you do something for someone, don't expect anything in return. Like just do it and take your mind off it.
Take it.
Because if you wait for them to like pay you back in your own coins,
My sister.
it might not come. But then again, I feel like this auntie or uncle needs to like
I can
change
actually
your
relate to
friendship
what
group.
she says though. I can, yeah.
How do you mean?
Because I don't think I'm someone that is very open about like what I'm going through. But I've come to realize that it's not because people don't want to hear me. It's because I'm not giving them a chance
To hear.
to hear. I'm not talking.
Yeah.
How can they hear me when I'm not talking? Sometimes you expect someone to just determine that, oh, so I'm going through something. But you didn't say you're going through something.
But are you going through something? You know, I'm
going through a lot.
Are you going through a lot? You know me, I just came back from a lot, so I can be there for you. Are you going through a lot?
I'm going through a lot.
Are you actually?
A whole lot.
Anyways, okay, last one. So this person says they have a group of people they've known for like 10 years. They met during college. They'll go to parties, hang out at lunch, that type thing. But outside of group settings, they never really develop like personal one-on-one relationships. And they don't text each other individually unless it's about an event. They've also never hung out one-on-one. But then to them, they feel like a real friendship means someone who actually wants, emphasis on wants, to see you individually, not just when it's convenient with a group. It's about effort, reaching out personally, showing they want you there, not just whoever happens to be invited. Do you know what I'm going to pause here? Because, you know, there's something I used to do. I feel like I don't really do it anymore. But like when it comes to like friends, like people I'm just developing a friendship with, if you were to invite me to a party, I'll first tell you, I don't know if I can be there, or like, I don't know. Just because I'm trying to gauge, like, do you really want me to be there, or am I just an added number? If I'm just an added number, why should I first go out of my way to be there?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? But if my not coming will determine your mood, not your mood.
I'm like, it's not deep.
If you would notice my absence, then I would go out of my way to be there.
Okay,
Do you get
but
what
how
I
do you determine that?
Cool. So when I tell you, when you send me an invite and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'll be there, or like, but let's trust God, I think something came up. And then I think something came up, because I'll try not to lie. I'll just be like, okay, I don't know if I'll be there.
Esther will say, let's trust God.
Let's trust God. I don't know if I'll be there. And then you're like, no, but you need to be there, Baba. If you're not there, I go vex. So Kiniko, then I'm like, okay, you actually want me there. It's not that you're just looking for, let's say, 30 guests, and you just think, oh, Esther would make a plus one guest. Do you get what I mean?
So when they're like, okay, it's calm, no problem, you're like,
yeah,
okay,
they're like, oh, don't worry, it's fine. Then I'm just like, close. I might go, but then again, it won't be a pressing need on my
They
chest.
could actually want you there, and they just don't want to stress you. You're like, oh, let's just go. I'm not sure.
No, but there's a way they'll say it. Like, oh, if you can't know, it'd be really nice to have you there.
Fair, yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not a words of affirmation babe or anything, but I just like to,
Are you
I don't
sure?
No, I'm not.
Maybe
But I
that's
just
like your
to
second, that'd be your
No. I feel, do you know what? I feel like if you've lived in Nigeria, you've experienced Lagos men. And words of affirmation is like, you practice. Hey, God, I beg.
That's
You are
so
gonna
true.
learn.
I was telling somebody, I can't remember what the person was saying about like abroad guys, like how they're easily with like Oyinbos. I'm like, because they say like black people form, like black ladies form. I'm like, because all your lines we've heard it.
Do you understand?
What line do you want to use?
Do you understand?
Just come correct, because I don't hear them.
Like, you're telling me something, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Even in Yaba market, fine woman.
You get, but yeah, I feel like that's why I'm not big on like words of affirmation. Like, oh, I woke up this morning and blah blah blah. But I don't like to be somewhere where I'm not really. I don't want to say needed, because at the end of the day, no one is really like dependent on you. Like if I was to throw a party now, I know people that I want to be there.
Yeah.
And then I know people that I'm just like, okay, cool. If you can make it, it's fine. But like that's what I think. And for this person to just say like, oh, someone that wants you to be there, not just whoever happens to be invited.
Yeah,
I feel like Okay, cool. So this person is saying that she or he cannot shake the feeling that if they did ask to meet one-on-one now, people will agree out of obligation or to like maintain the group dynamic, not because they genuinely want to be there. So the person was like, oh, am I expecting too much by wanting people to naturally show that they care through individual effort? Or is it unfair of me to feel like we aren't real friends if all we do is group things?
This thing in his head, like, because I think that when you have a group of friends, there's usually small groups in the group of friends. Yeah. So in the entire group, you don't have someone that you have a personal relationship with.
No, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know how we can help him, because like I feel like most group dynamic, there's usually someone that you're closer to than the rest.
There's one person that brings
exactly. Yeah,
because there's one person that is friends with this person, but then they're not friends with that person. That's if they come together, then that one will not. But is that one person that still like started the whole thing, kind of?
True. But like, I don't know what he wants to do.
Do you know what? I'm going to say like I strongly believe that they are friendships for different reasons. These ones now, maybe they have their own personal friends outside this whole group setting safe. Like they have like people that they go out with like on one-on-one settings. Yeah. But if there was to be like a group meeting, then they will come together and come through. Yeah. I strongly believe that people are not like, because you're friends in one group does not mean you're actually friends. Yeah. So I feel like this person needs to like find a friendship outside of that group setting,
or find one person inside the group that you can be friends with.
True. Just shoot your shot.
Exactly.
Just shoot your shot.
Because you can't be friends with everybody in the group. It's not possible.
No. You can't.
No, not like actual friends.
Okay, so acquaintances.
And they're like acquaintances. They're not actually friends.
True. Exactly. That's the word. So they're just there for like when you need to go to like maybe a party, but you don't want to go alone. So let me carry my squad.
Exactly. We have like an outing squad. And like Esther said, it's true. Sometimes there are some friends you can tell something, and there are some friends you can't tell. We just have friends for difference. My friends, that's not what I mean. I love all of you equally.
Disclaimer. And it's not circumstantial friendships, they call it. Like, it's because of the circumstances that you people are like friends. And I think it's okay, you know. That's why they used to say, oh, are you sure you're
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Your friend.
Are you sure you are your bestie's bestie? Because you can have someone that you're like, oh, my bestie, bestie. But the person not really bestie.
It's not the same,
You get like, I feel like clarity. You see, that's why I'm very big on clarity. I like to know where I stand, so that I can give you the energy that you are giving me. I don't like to do too much when you're doing, like, you're not seeing me that way. Do you get what I mean?
And when the person doesn't see you that way, it's okay. Like, move on and find somebody else.
Yeah, the world is not
but then again, some people find it very difficult to make friends. So
I'd say yeah, to be honest, because before I met you, I was already like friendship. Yeah, it's a myth.
I actually thought you were going to say you don't like friendship group. That's why.
Oh no, from the beginning. Do you know what? When this person was saying, I was like, in my mind, I was like, this is why I don't do friendship group. Or anything friendship group, I jackpot. Because that's why I said at the end of the day, there is someone that is close to everybody. There's someone that brought the group together, and they're not this kele group inside the group.
There's almost always small groups inside the group.
Yeah, so it just brings like too much rammered.
Our advice: find your own person within the group, or find somebody else outside the group.
Me, I'll say find somebody else outside the group, but peradventure, you did not find somebody. I'm sure there'll be that one person that whenever you guys go for like outings together, there's that one person that you most likely gravitate towards.
Yeah.
So I'd say like shoot your shot with that person.
Yeah.
The highest they'll tell you is no. Shoot your shot.
Esther is master of shoot your shot.
Carry your gun and shoot all the shots, please. Yeah. This life is too short.
Life is short.
Okay, cool. So this question I'm going to ask you about is going to determine the friendship. So if, God forbid, somebody dies, not me in the name of Jesus, but yeah, let's just see how the question is. God forbid, it's not going to happen. But like, if I die and I turn into a zombie, would you kill me and put me out of my misery or keep me as a pet?
This one is hard though.
Think well,
keep you as a pet, but then a zombie, you're a danger to yourself and to the society.
So
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
You love me. Hey!
I'm going to keep the ashes of the room.
Yes. You cremate the person.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
But then again, think about it. If the person is a zombie, you're a danger to yourself, you're a danger to the society.
I'm not a danger to my zombies are not dangerous to themselves though.
But if I know anyway.
No, I'm not hearing you speaking loud.
If I don't off you, someone else is going to off you, might as well help you.
But they say keep me as a pet. So keep me as a pet means
I don't think you can keep a wild animal as a pet.
No, that's debatable. People that have
blood
safari, lions. Lion is naturally a wild animal.
Yeah, sometimes not the lion they still kill them.
No, the ones in the safaris now.
Okay, zombie way down the suck blood.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
You know, they say like dogs now, you don't give them meat with blood so that they don't know blood.
Exactly. So if
the zombie don't they suck blood.
No, but how do you know the zombie don't they suck blood?
Except they never they suck blood then.
Because
she just wants me to keep her. Don't worry, I'll keep you.
No. I know what to go. You're always like going to off me. Anyways, thank God that God is not a man. God is not man. If
what would
not,
you do?
I feel like I would keep you as a pet.
Wait for it. Here it comes.
For the first few days. I'll just give you this girl was Asura. What's the give in the first few days? If I say that you want to
because
let's go my
zombie. Yes, now.
I off you.
Yes, now.
I won't kill you unless you're a threat to me.
But there's a high probability.
No, though, because like I just said, there are people that keep wild animals as pets. So it depends on how you raise
zombies.
Yeah, but the zombie, once like the person does die and the person does turn to zombie, the person cannot turn to zombie and just declare me kill people.
I feel like that's their natural.
Yeah, so you now tame them so that they will not kill people.
Okay, if she's tameable.
If she's tameable,
we are going to keep her.
You people, we've tried our best to like give advices on the friendship dilemmas. I feel like friendship is very, it's very deep.
Friendship is deep.
I used to say that friendship breakup is worse than relationship breakup.
Ish.
But that's why I used to say like friendship, I take friendship very, very dear to heart.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to
like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And until I see you in my next video, bye.
Bye.